guys, I'm Brittany Rivers and welcome to my channel. So today we are going to be adding some dark roots to this 613 wig. I did already tone this wig. I've had this wig for a while. It does need a little conditioning, but I really wanted the dark roots look. So we're going to get right into it, and I'm going to link this wig in the description box if you're interested in this wig. For this process, you will need some kind of bowl, and for my dark roots, I'm using the color Mocha in the Adore dye. This is a very dark brown instead of 1B, and I am also using an edge brush. So most edge brushes come with the brush on one side and the comb on the other. We're going to be using that comb, so you want your edge brush to have a little comb to it. Also, as I part and separate the hair, I am using a normal comb. It doesn't have to be rat tail, but any comb would work. And we're just going to dive right into it. So I am going to take my bowl and my dye, and I'm going to empty the contents of the dye in the bowl. You probably won't even need half of the dye. I've been kind of using this dye for a while for different things, so you don't need much at all. But of course, also how much dye you're going to use depends on how far up you want your roots to go. If you want a lot of dark roots to show or not, but I just wanted just a little bit. And I am going to go ahead and start applying the dye. You can start from either side, left or right. I say start from the sides opposed to the middle, but that's just my preference. So I'm going to take my edge brush, the comb side of it, and just kind of dip it in the dye. This is so easy, you guys. It really is. Make sure you don't have too much dye because you want to have control of where the dye is going. So as you can see, I didn't want like super long roots. I just wanted enough. So I decided to do it to the top and bottom. You want to make sure you cover all of the front of the hairline, and then the rest is kind of just but it's very important to get the front of the hairline all throughout the wig. And I'm happy with how much dye I use, so next I'm going to part the hair again and repeat the same process throughout the whole frontal region of the wig. So since this is just like a little frontal wig and it's just dark roots, you don't need to do the whole wig. You just need to do this on the frontal lace region of the wig. And make sure as you're parting the hair and getting like the next section to add dye to, you aren't getting super thick sections. This process is actually a lot faster than you would think, you guys. It probably took me 20 minutes in normal time. So don't rush it, and make sure you have little small parts so you don't miss any of the hair on the frontal. From here, we're just going to kind of speed it up a little bit because I'm just doing the same thing, adding a little dye to the roots for the rest of the frontal. So if you do know you want a side part or you want a middle part, make sure you pay close attention to how you put the dye on the hair in those regions. Like, you do want it to kind of be even throughout. So definitely as you're putting the dye on the hair, part the hair like you're actually doing that side part, or part the hair like you're actually doing the middle part, because you don't want your line to be super raggedy. And one thing I did not say yet that I think is super important is you don't want your roots to just be straight across. You don't want it to be a rectangle of darkness on the hair. So make sure you also kind of hold the edge control brush vertically. That way you get like hair-like strokes that aren't just too perfect throughout the hair. Like, certain parts of the dye do not just need to be straight across. Just bring it a little lower in certain regions. So here I am showing you how to do those vertical strokes I was talking about. You might want to just kind of tap the edge brush into the dye, and you see I'm just kind of bringing it down. You see it's like different lengths of darkness to where it's not just too perfect. So once I had all the dye on the wig, this is how the roots are looking. I kind of let it sit for maybe 20 extra minutes, but it's been sitting for a while since I've been working through the hair. But this is how it looks when you're really done. Looks good, looks cutesy. I love it. So when you do rinse the dye out of the wig, make sure you use cold water because this is semi-permanent dye, so it can bleed and what have you. I just went ahead and ended up washing the whole wig, but just make sure you use cold water. I then conditioned the hair because I just felt like it was a little dry at the beginning, so whatever you feel like you need to do, just do it. But I just decided to add a little conditioner in the wig and let it sit for 30 minutes or so. Okay guys, so this is the finished look, and dark roots are just perfect if you're not ready to go like full blonde, but you definitely want blonde, but you kind of want it, you're not ready to just go crazy. So definitely I recommend full roots if it's maybe your first time going blonde or something. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Madam Brittany, and thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day, you guys. Bye.